It has been months since I got a video out to everyone, so I apologize for the delay. As you can see here, I've got a car apart. I've got 2 new cars behind me. Just kind of wanted to give you a status update of where we're at with everything. Took a little bit off. I've done some comps, haven't done great. A couple things, mostly myself, rushing builds, changing things last minute. Going to the comp with no sleep has kind of made things not fun for me. So I decided to take a step back, slow down a little bit, get back to what I like to do, which is the wrenching, but also only doing it when I have ample time to do so that I'm not rushing anything. So I had a servo go out in the Sporty. That was my fault. I shortened the wires. When I crimped the new ends on the power lead, I did not do such a great job on. Just built up a bunch of heat and resistance and damaged that servo. It still worked, but it was not working the way it was intended to. So that was on my bad. You know, if you're gonna shorten wires, take the time and do it right. Use the right crimpers. If you mess up, do it over. So lesson learned on that one. My MOA, my Berg, I've currently tore it apart. I'm going to do some maintenance here on the axles. Mostly just cleaning it up, greasing the gears, checking the bearings, all that good stuff. I also picked up an XO Matterhorn chassis. So I'm excited and nervous to build this car. They either work really well or they don't, in the sense that you need to tune them. You need to tune them to your axles, your front weight bias, all that stuff. So I'm excited to dig in deep on this one and get this car working well. I've drove a few that work phenomenal. And with the obstacles that we have here in Arizona, a lot of our comps are lots of verticals, or wedges, things of that nature. And I've watched the locals that have this chassis, and they have a lot more room for error, meaning that if we're doing a breakover, they've got like a 4-inch window to make that breakover. And that's mostly because of the front forward bias and then the narrower skid. Whereas the chassis that I was running, I had a lot smaller of a window to get through some of those same obstacles, and there was a few that even afterwards I just couldn't make. So this is what I do know about chassis in general. Run what the locals run so that you can get setup advice, and also have something to compare to. No one chassis is the best one. It really is going to come down to many factors, the biggest being what chassis is good at, say, 85% of everything. Some may be great with breakovers, but not be great at side hilling. Some may be great at side hilling, but not great at breakovers. So you guys get the gist. It's the same with link geometry, foams, tires, yada, yada, yada. So I'm changing chassis. It's not because I think the Fifth Dimension is a bad chassis by any means. I just want to try something different. I will be ordering another set of axles for either car, because I want to have 2 MOAs. Mostly so if I go practice by myself, I will have 2 cars to compare on certain obstacles, just because I'm still trying to familiarize myself with the traction that's down here. The traction is crazy. Almost every comp, I look at an obstacle and I'm like, there's no way we're going to make that. And then the cars just drive right up it. The problem with that is, if you don't think your car can make it, you're looking at different options to make it, or you're trying the harder line instead of just driving up it, which you still get through the gate, but sometimes you're wasting time. So I want 2 cars. I want to get out there and get more practice time just to get familiar with the rock itself. So that's kind of the MOA bit. You'll see a car behind me. I bought the Deluxe 1.9 Competition Mini. I'm going to do a whole nother video on this car. I'm just going to quickly talk briefly about it. What these guys are doing for our industry is huge. I literally ordered this car, I think it was late Monday. So they got the order, say Tuesday when they came in. this entire car landed to me ready to run on Friday. I added my receiver, I bound it to my radio, it doesn't come with this body, it comes with a different body. I put this body on it and I was comp ready. So that's huge. For those that aren't able to build or don't have time to build, you can just buy a car ready to go. They do the same thing for Sporty and MOA. So if you're a little bit too intimidated by building one from scratch, buy their kit, take it apart, put it back together. I've seen these work in person, both at nationals and local comps, and they work really, really well. I've done a few changes already, but we'll get into that one at a later date. Super, haven't touched it since nationals. I think I've only done 2 comps since nationals, so really haven't done a whole lot of everything. If you guys don't know, if I can reach over here, I do have a lot of scalers. They don't come on this channel much. I make fun of them a lot. Hopefully you guys have thick skin, because I make fun of them, but I actually love scalers. This is the new Vanquish H10. I've nerded out. I've printed 3D interior print for it. I got some stuff for the back. I need to get tires for it. These are the Shift 19 wheels. But I got some plans for this. If you guys want to see some more scale stuff on the channel, leave a comment below. I'm not a hardcore scale guy. I don't compete, but I am interested in the ProRC stuff a little bit, because they do hold those comps locally. And I think they just look really, really cool. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment. Maybe I'll go down that rabbit hole, but for now we're just going to focus on the scale stuff. I am going to be doing some Radio Master MT12 specific videos. So I've had a lot of people ask how that's been. I'm going to do a video where you take a brand new receiver, plug it into the car, for like a Sporty or the Mini behind me, and how quick you can get into the settings, bind it, change your throttle, change your steering, and go out and drive. It's really a minute and a half video, maybe more if I ramble. But I'm going to do that video. I'm also going to do the MOA/Super video, which is going to show you how to download the file and input it into your Radio Master and be ready to go. So for those of you who are here just for crawler content, I apologize when those come out. Just know that I'm going to do kind of a section for just Radio Master stuff. I'm probably not going to do a video of the assembly of the EXO, unless you guys want to see some of that. Some of this is just hard to film, and then when I edit it, it seems really boring to me. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm going to be working on getting some wheels made and some other stuff. But ultimately just going to go out there and get on the rocks and start having some fun again. So looking forward to seeing this. Sorry for the delay of the videos. I got a couple more video ideas that I'll be posting up here soon. I'm going to try to get back in the habit of giving you guys a video every 2 to 3 weeks based on my schedule, and see how things go from there. So thanks for tuning in as always, and we'll see you out on the rocks.